Invincible Constitutional Principles by Jordy Kazuta, Allison Sturbins, Olivia Lutz, and Rachel Kuhn.
Limited government, the power of government to intervene in the exercise of civil liberties. Historical rationale. The importance of the limited government is to evenly distribute the power between three branches in order to avoid a dictatorship. This picture exemplifies the importance of each branch. The government should intervene to promote equality and opportunity through regulation of property and wealth redistribution.
Checks and balances. Each of the three branches of government can limit the powers of the others. Historical rationale. With checks and balances, each of the three branches can limit the power of others. Each branch checks the power of the other branches to make sure that the power is balanced between them. Checks and balances. This picture shows that the executive branch can veto bills from the legislative, but the legislative can override the veto.
Federalism is a government that divides the powers of government between the national government and the state or provincial governments. Example, this picture clearly depicts the many attributes that help build what federalism is today. A quote, "The power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people."
Separation of powers. The federal government is divided among three separate branches: the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary branch. Each branch is independent and has a separate function and may not usurp the functions of other branches. Historical rationale. The separation of powers in a democracy is to prevent abuse of power and safeguard freedom for all. Without it, power would be unevenly distributed. An example is this quote saying, "Power must never be trusted without a check," meaning that each branch must check each other to make sure that the power is being evenly distributed.
Popular sovereignty. The authority of the government is created and sustained by the consent of the people. Historical rationale. The framers of the Constitution wanted to create a government of the people, for the people, by the people, and limit giving all of the power to the government. This picture illustrates the people should have a voice in the government's decisions.
Thanks to the 5 principles, we are the strong and independent country we are today, America.